Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email mary@marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mary D. Show. I always say it's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. On this show, I'm always glad to be back. It's just, really it's an honor to be before you, just to know that, just to have you come into the show, listen to the guests. I just get excited about everybody that's on the show. But I want to first say hello to our live viewers. Hi, live viewers. Hello to our replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers, because all of you matter. All of you matter. You're here. We're a community. You're coming in. You're listening and learning. I'm listening and learning. We're doing it together. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the show. Those of you familiar with Front Page Publishing. If you're looking to publish a book, if you're looking to write a book, go to Front Page Publishing. Any of those things, write, publish, edit. Front Page Publishing can help you with all of it. And it just, whatever it is that you need regarding a book, come to Front Page Publishing. I'd like to also thank the Idea Club. The Idea Club is one of the first sponsors for this show. The Idea Club, if you were looking for a 501c3, if you want an S Corp or C Corp, you want the Idea Club. And Dumas Martin, I think it's Dumas Martin III, which is Dumas Martin Jr.'s son, is now the president of the Idea Club. So if you're looking to do one of those things, go to theideaclub.com. Also, for those of you who are looking to write your first book, you're like, oh, I want to write my first book. You can just email me at mary@marydwelch.com, mary@marydwelch.com, and you can join the Academy, which is First Book Academy. If you are looking like that first book, it's just like anything else in life. It's hard until you know what you're doing. That's pretty much it. That's how life is. So all you have to do is have someone take you by the hand. They show you the way, and then all of a sudden you can do it without them. Isn't that just how life is? You just need someone to kind of coach you through. And that's really what it amounts to. It doesn't matter if it's a children's book or it can be a novel. It does not matter. You may say, well, I'm writing a novel and it looks like you write children's books. That's not the only books I write. That's the ones you've seen. I have the most, I guess, they're more prevalent is the children's, but that's not the only one. So definitely take some time. You can send me a message, mary@marydwelch.com, Mary, M-A-R-Y, @marydwelch.com. And we can talk. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited because before I bring our guest on, I see our messages have been coming in. I want to say hi before I bring the guest on today. Many of you have seen him on commercials. Really, I've been all over the country and seen him. I've been I've seen different places, and he's there. He's on commercials there. It just depends. But he's taking time out of his busy schedule to come on and be on the show today. I just want to attend. I'm going to read his bio, but I do want to say something to our audience because they've made comments. Let's see what the audience in there is saying. Laura, okay, Laura F. Franklin. Hey, Laura. And I see my hair is sticking up a little bit. I don't like that. Anyway, but hi, Laura. Nice of you to come to the show. Welcome. And then I saw another guest. Let's see. And this is sitting with Dr. Victoria. Dr. Victoria. You said hi, Antonio. That's so funny. You know Antonio's a super fan. I talked to Antonio before I came on the show. Antonio is here every show. And so is Nanette. Now, Nanette is my fact checker. Nanette's going to check my facts for me. So, hi, Nanette. Good afternoon. I'm telling you, you guys have to get me together. I'm looking kind of off a little today. I don't like that. I don't like it. Anyway, but Nanette, hi, Nanette. The audience, Nanette we found out we live 2 blocks from each other. 2 blocks, and we can walk to each other's house. That tells you the power of this. I didn't know I lived 2 blocks from her. You're laughing. Well, Laura, we have to talk. We're going to have to talk. You have to give me your information. You probably got either a text or email. I don't know which one. They both went out. They both went, the text and email. The emails went out, I think, Thursday or Friday. Oh, thank you, Dr. Victoria. That's so sweet of you. I hope you're going to be back at NCNW. We start back on the 25th of September. It's the 4th Thursday in September. That's when we'll be meeting at the I'm at the NCNW at the Civil Rights Institute. So I'll see you there. So the comments are coming in. Okay, now as they coming in, I see one. It was a text. Okay, then we'll talk. We will be talking. Okay, because then I know where to find you. It was a text. So thank you. And I see you guys saw When I Was on the Moon. When I Was on the Moon is almost done. The children's book. I would tell you, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been, but it's almost done anyway. Now today we're on Instagram too, I believe. I think we're on Instagram, which is really interesting to be on how to do all of this at the same time. But before I do, I want to introduce to you our special guest for today, because I'll be honest, I met this the gentleman. I was at the Black Family Reunion in Los Angeles about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, but that's where it was. And let me tell you, this is a good example. I asked, I just said, would you like to come on my podcast? And he said, yes. I really want to go, like you said, people go like that. I said, but all I said was thank you. I said, thank you. We'd love to have you. I've seen his commercials. They are just, for me, they're hilarious because of the dry comedy, the deadpan, look on his face and things like that. But let me give you a little bit about his background. His name is Martin Morrow. He's originally from Birmingham, Alabama, where he began comedy. Now a resident of Los Angeles, he has been featured on NBC's Last Comic Standing, Comedy Dynamics, Coming to the Stage, OFTV, and more. He's been in commercials for Mattress Firm, Progressive, Energy Upgrade California, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and shows such as St. Denis Medical and Netflix's I Think You Should Leave. Check out his wrestling podcast, Before the Bell, and follow him on socials at Martin Morrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing to the show Mr. Martin Morrow. Are you there, Martin?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm actually, I was at a fitting, so I normally would be at home or in the studio, but at a fitting for another commercial. So, but no, it's been a blessing. So it's cool to be here.
Well, it sounds like you're doing just fine with these commercials. I mean, you are just killing it, because I've seen you in different ones and I'm like, wow, you have now, I think, become a brand with them. To me, it seems like. Am I right or wrong? I don't know.
I mean, I hope so. I hope to do more. I hope to do more TV and movies as well. So, and more stuff on stage. So just branching out, and whoever sees me as a brand, cool. And if you just see me as a guy who's in some stuff, that's also cool.
Well, why don't you tell I read the short bio about who you are. How did you get started? Because it would seem, you always hear about the entertainment industry being very hard. That's what I've heard, and very competitive. So, how did you get started?
Yeah, so I went to college at Auburn University. I was a radio TV film major, and I did some theater, and that was kind of my first sort of taste of acting. Did more stand up and improv, and that was sort of what uh, broke me through the barrier of being able to do more acting and commercial work and TV work. So yeah, I became a member of SAG in 2015. Did a few commercials here and there before that for like Restore, and yeah, just really just branched out after that, and especially when I moved out to LA. So I think the first like kind of big one was Progressive, and then I had an ad for Skittles and a bunch of other things.
Has it? Well, I have no idea if it's been easy, hard, or whatever. I have a granddaughter that's going into acting. She's going to school at Savannah College of Arts and Design, I believe. That's the one she's going to. And she loves it. She does musical theater. Uh, just that's her thing. And I'm just encouraging her because the joy she gets from it is you just cannot. There's no price on it. I'll put it like that. But she understands rejection is real.
Yeah, no, I think that's just really what you gotta get used to is the fact that not everything is going to be a yes, and not everything is going to be a no. So it's just kind of accept that it's nothing personal. I think once you get past that barrier, then it's smooth sailing.
Yeah, all right. So you said you went to school in Auburn. You say Auburn?
Yeah, in Alabama,
Okay. How and what was your major there?
radio, TV, film.
So how did comedy come in? Because comedy, from what I understand, is one of the hardest things you can do.
I mean, people say that. I feel like being a firefighter is probably a lot harder. Or doing most math is probably more difficult, but no, I just was like the funny friend in a lot of my friend groups and stuff. And uh, there was one day there was an open mic at college, and I tried it out and just kept going. And I was in New York for a little bit, then I was in Chicago for some years, and it's been cool. It's been again been a blessing to share the stage with a lot of very talented people. Like I just was in Utah with Craig Robinson a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So again, just the what I've learned is just like being a good person or doing your best or just being funny or getting to know people is sometimes the thing you need to break so many barriers in this industry.
Wow, I know because I've worked behind the scenes, but not. I mean, and I'm always very cautious of not overstepping my bounds. I guess you could say. I'm always very respectful when I ask people for. I hope I was with you when I asked you
Oh
about
yeah,
coming,
very good. Yeah,
but because it's so important to me not to disrespect just because you're celebrities, not to disrespect you as a person. That's what I
yeah,
try not to do. Is
yeah.
understand no matter what, everybody's a person. Don't um, get beside yourself. I guess is the word I'm trying to say, and just understand they have lives. They have, you know what I mean. And before they were in front of that camera, they were just like you. That it's just the camera has made them bigger than life. Let me say that,
Yeah.
and
No,
that's
big
what.
big time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, yeah, I think a lot of times I have a good friend who's insanely famous, and sometimes it's interesting like interacting with him because he's always so nice and humble, and I see people who come up to him
hmm
and how they kind of talk to him and see him, and they're like kind of, oh my God, can we, but he's such a nice guy that he doesn't have that kind of like get away from me, like he just wants to be kind to everybody. And I think that's if he can do that with his schedule and the people he works with and interacts with on a daily basis, then I'm like anybody can do that.
oh yeah. My experience has been that people have been kind in the industry. Whenever I've approached them, the humbleness is still there. I haven't had anybody that, like, I'm this big eye, little you. I haven't experienced that. I've experienced more of just thank you for thinking enough to want to take a picture with me. I've
Yeah.
had that more than anything. Of you that they feel like I'm the celebrity.
I mean, you are. I saw the comments coming in. You got a fan base.
Oh, I have. I'll be. I have some super fans.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, this has been like, well, it's been 4 years of being on, but I
Nice.
love it. I love
Congrats on 4 years.
people like yourself coming on and sharing your background, because I think what you're really saying is that you stayed with it. You stayed with it. You and I don't know if that's been a struggle or has it been easy? Has there been times you want to give up? I don't know. What do
No,
you
there's definitely been times where I've thought about giving up. I mean, there's actually been times where I've given up. But I think that my testament and my perseverance is stronger than you know than anything else. And I know I'm talented. I know I'm funny. I know what I can do on stage or on camera and or in writing. So I always try to remember that. And again, remember like most of these things. A no isn't personal. Um,
Mm.
and when I go in with that attitude and I'm able to like if I have an audition I try to just like let it go immediately and then I can be surprised in a positive way or I just don't remember something, so I think it works better out that way mentally in the process, but like I said, everything is a journey.
All right. We're going to go to our audience to see their comments. I saw a super fan is Elaine. Elaine is a super fan.
Elaine.
I tell you, she goes to another meeting that the two of I used to go to it, but I can't do both now. They no longer have it online. So I go to the I come for the show. But Elaine goes and she tells me about that meeting. So Laura says, hey.
Hey, what's up, Lauren Franklin?
This I had this before we came on. I had people texting, is it the same guy from the mattress commercial? Is this the same? So they know you. I'm gonna tell you that
Yeah.
was and they're like, how? And then I had someone else text me. They're like, how are you getting these people on your? I asked. That's pretty
Yeah, I
much.
mean, that's I think when you asked me, I was like, yeah, closed mouths don't get fed. So
Yeah, you
that's
did. You didn't
yeah.
even hesitate. You're like, oh yeah. I was like, wow. It was so fast. Like, so I do want to thank you for coming on, because I know you're busy, and I know, like you said, you're at a fitting, and you
Yeah,
still make time to come on. So thank you for that.
yeah, and I'm sorry I couldn't be in a better
Oh
setting, but
no,
yeah, I
you're
was like literally, yeah, I came downstairs from it, and then I'm running to a recording after this, and yeah, just this has it's been a crazy week, but I'm very happy and blessed. Like, 'cause I booked this last week, and then I was in San Diego all weekend doing shows. I had 5 shows.
wow.
And then I had just headlined at the Hollywood Improv last night, and we sold it out. So
Wow.
it's been a very fun week. So
Good for you.
I'll be in Long Beach at the Laugh Factory on Thursday. So if you or anybody wants to come, let me know.
Good for you. Okay. You think, yes, I'm gonna say yes for 2 tickets.
Okay,
Okay, my husband and I'm gonna say yes. Because
all
as
right,
far
I
as I
got
know, anything going on. So okay. I
okay.
don't think I've been to the Laugh Factory. So this will be good. This will be
There
good.
you go.
Right. So Dr. Victoria says, she said, hi, Antonio. Did I miss? Okay, it was a comment. Antonio's a super fan. I can tell you the super fan.
Okay,
Nanette's a super fan. Elaine's a super fan. Let me go through. Oh, just and Nanette says, afternoon, Nanette. Good to see you.
hey there
And
now.
then Laura Ann is new, but Laura Ann has been on point. So hi, Laura Ann.
Yeah, Lorraine ain't playing around.
No, she's not. She is not. And this is now, Doc. I'll tell you, this is Dr. Victoria Rice. We're in the same um, National Council of Negro Women together.
Hmm.
We're in the same section together. So it's always good to see her. Let me keep going to make sure I get the comments in, because I want to make sure. And I think I saw one. Say, Laura Ann, you said, oh, you sent us a text. And Elaine, that's what I was trying to get to. Elaine says, oh, there she is. Okay. Elaine says, hi, Mary and Oliver. Your special guest, Martin Morrow. No, it's going to be a great interview exchange. I thank you. Well, let me ask, if I were to say, I'm not, don't get me wrong. Well, this is my granddaughter. She says, I said, I thought, because sometimes I'm in a production, I'm in a movie, a feature.
Mhm.
I'm one of the zombies in there. So this is when I was working on set. I was crafty. And then they said, do you want to be in the movie? And I said, sure. And I said, I've never been in a movie. Do you know the whole set got quiet? They were like,
Mm.
Because I had worked on, like, at that time, 10. And they're like, how can you have worked on 10 productions and you haven't been in a movie? I said, because nobody's ever asked me to be in one.
Hmm.
Well, we're asking you now. You can be in this one. So that's my introduction into behind the scenes, into below the line.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where can we see this movie though? That's the real question.
It's going to be on Prime. They're still working out when they're going to have the premiere.
Hmm.
So this year is coming either September or October, early October, I think. They're going
Okay.
to have no.
And they got you playing one of the zombies.
I'm wearing the zombies in there. Yeah, I
Got it.
made up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you're like, oh, I know her.
I,
The one that's eating all those people. That's I did her podcast.
I know. You will. The title of the movie is Urban Flesh Eaters.
Urban Flesh Eaters. Okay.
So it'll be. I'll let you know. Because it is so funny. Because I have. Oh, good afternoon from Moreno Valley. Hi, Moreno Valley. Um, I'm laughing because I don't even know if you recognize me. You probably should though, because I think you can tell who I am even with the makeup. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm so covered that you can't tell who I am. But it's my introduction into on the other side of the camera. Because normally I do crafty or I've been assistant casting. I've been so this is my and it's so interesting. Even when I'm on set, I make sure I do the show. And I always talk to them and say, can I have an hour do my show? I'm like, sure. So many of them have been guests on the show too. So that's been good.
Okay.
This has been
You
my
should do one episode with you and all the zombies.
oh, they're not in makeup now though. They're
Cool.
all
We'll get it back in makeup.
if that you know what I think would be a good one, truthfully, is when they had the premiere, if I film the premiere.
That'd be cool.
That would be good. It's in Atlanta.
Now we're brainstorming. We're spitballing. We're coming up with some good ideas here.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I think that would be good if they could. And the two producers are going to come on because one is the casting director, and I know her personally. I know both of them, so I'm going to have them come on and talk about who they're. One of the producers is one of the executive producers, is also the writer for this movie.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I know I've taken classes none of mine have been greenlit yet, so I keep writing.
Yeah, and you know sometimes I always tell people like if you want to build opportunities, sometimes you have to create opportunities. So you know there are movies that have been made on iPhones and just using like microphones and Canon cameras or whatever's around, and you use the people as your resources. So especially since you work in the industry already, you have a lot of people who I bet would be willing to, again, create something with you. So don't be afraid to create your own and put it out there and just see what happens. And you can just build from there.
I've been filming some. I'm using my iPhone. Oh my goodness! I'm about to lose my connection. Let me plug the. Hold on. I didn't know my laptop wasn't plugged in. I can't believe this. But I can't believe it. I'm about to lose it if I don't plug it in. It's like, here we go. This is part. Here we go, ladies. There we go. Ta-da! But you're absolutely right. I think, because I've been filming some. I guess I'm I'm making a documentary, and it was about a health fair that went on here locally, and I've done the filming for them. Now I'm moving into the editing phase of it. That's another phase and all into itself. And all the intricacies of filming, it's not like you do everything at once. It is truly a process to get it done. But I've used the iPhone. You exactly what you said is true. That's what I've been using as my camera. I haven't done the sound quite yet, but this is what I'm learning. Just start. That's what I have to learn. Perfection there's no perfection. Just start. Just be okay with just starting. And I think I'm learning to be okay with just that.
Yeah, and something my dad used to say is like practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes better.
Yes. Yeah. All right. No, tell us, do you have any sisters, brothers? Are you the only?
I'm an only child. My mom remarried back in 2009. So my stepdad, shout out to TJ, he has two daughters, a Daisy and a Mara. So I have two stepsisters, but they're significantly younger than me. So we didn't really grow up together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they look up to you're the big brother.
Yeah, big brother.
All right. All right. Now I know too. Sometimes this is what I noticed about only when they have children, they tend to have 3 or 4. They don't tend to have. That's what I noticed about. I mean, that's my personal observation. Um, I don't know if you don't have a family. You haven't started a family yet, correct?
No, no kids, no wife, any of that.
Okay. I think you're about your career right now.
Yeah, right now. But I mean, when it happens, it happens.
Oh yeah. It's like anything else in life. And
Exactly.
do you want 1 or do you want 2 or 3? What is?
Oh, I don't. I hadn't even thought that far ahead. I gotta get a girlfriend to get a wife first. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think in that industry, that it's going. It's in other words, you're working around a lot of people. It's so many people doing so many things in that industry. So that's just a matter of time. You said, are you going on Prime? That's impressive. Well, it'll be Dr. Victoria, wherever our executive producers put it. I'm kind of, and this is so interesting. You guys see my emails. It sounds like I'm gonna take this, Martin. It sounds like I'm the star of the movie. If you guys,
I mean, in a way.
Because I have the emails it's in the thousands that go out. I had a lady stop me yesterday and she said, "Aren't you in a movie?" And I thought, because I've already, when I was first doing the movie, I said, "I'm in a movie," and I put that up. I forgot to say I'm background. I'm not the star of the movie.
Yeah.
But
also, speaking of stars, real quick, this is one of the guys also cast in the Geico commercials, Carlos. Very funny comedian right here as well.
Hi, Carlos. How are you?
On the Mary D show?
She said, "How are you?"
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, good to meet you. Maybe you can
get fitted. Did you get fitted already?
She said maybe you could be a guest on the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, no then I'll get your information from Martin.
Let me know, Mary. I can't hear what you're saying, but you sound lovely. You look like you sound very lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you.
I got you. You're just done?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it quick?
Yeah, it's hour.
Okay, good.
Yeah, have fun. See you, bud. The 3 friends.
Oh, so we flipped.
Yeah, because you're doing art. Yes, that's all. Right. Congrats, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's our executive producer, Martin.
What's up, Oliver?
Oliver said, "Hi, Martin. Thank you for joining the show. We appreciate your input from the industry. Also, thanks to the repeat audience and followers." Thank you, Oliver.
Right. Thank you.
That's my husband.
Put that together by the last names.
Every show. Oliver does not miss the show. And what I like about it, though, he critiques the shows. At the end, we talk about the how was the show and how did I feel, like all those kind of things. So even though people they only see him, he comes in front of the camera at Christmas. We do a Christmas show together every year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's
Christmas special. Love that.
Yeah, I know. Christmas is for sure. Well, what advice, Martin, would you give somebody who's interested in the industry?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you encourage them to start?
Take classes. Definitely take classes to kind of get a feel of being on camera, get a feel of acting more naturally. Do theater, like audition for community theater, audition for school theater if you're still in school. And again, like just creating your own stuff. So like, especially now with YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, there's so many opportunities. If you have an idea, just put it down and see what pops off from it.
Okay. Is that so? Even when now on YouTube, when you post, let's say it's a short, how do you get traction? You just have to keep posting, keep that kind of thing. Is that how you get traction? Or
yeah, I think consistency is number one. And then beyond that, finding a niche is also really good. So finding something that with my wrestling podcast, we just kind of, we post like almost daily. We post on a regular basis, and we built an audience, but we also have like people who enjoy wrestling or just enjoy us just being fun or funny, and we get traction that way.
Wow. Okay, good. So there's different. In other words, there's more than one way
Yeah, there's plenty of ways.
to do it.
Lot of doors.
Yeah, I think. Well, the internet has changed the game. There's no
Big
more.
time.
It used to be you really had to. I think it was harder before to
Mhm.
get noticed and all those things, but now it just made everything I think a little bit more easier. Maybe not easy, but easier. That's what I'll
Yeah.
say. And to build like some influencers have millions of followers.
Yeah.
The internet. I'm not there yet. But do you hear the yet?
Yeah, exactly.
I just
And that's what
for sure.
But at least you're aware. You know to build.
Well, and every Monday I'm consistent. Somebody said, "Well, you should be on every day." I said, "No." I said, "This is
Nah,
what I
that's too much. Yeah. Don't burn yourself out.
correct. Do you?
Yeah.
If you want to be on every day, you be on every day. For me, I had to do what works for me and my schedule and the things I'm doing in life. And I like being on just on Mondays for 1 hour, and I'm good.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to know your strong suits. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. Know your limits.
You got to know your limits. You have to, because like you said, if I tried to be on every day, now I'll be honest, I could be on every day if I had a team that they got the speakers, all those kind of things. No, I don't. Not yet. Maybe that's coming, but at this time, once a week is good. And even now, there's over 200 shows on YouTube. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, I just keep adding and keep having people like yourself, and now having Carlos. He seemed very nice, very nice. So he's
good dude.
with you.
Say again.
You said Carlos is in the commercial with you.
No, so there's like a few spots that they're going to be filming. So we're in two different ones.
Oh, okay.
But we both are at the film, and they're shooting throughout the week.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
I know. You said you're also in some. They're not commercials, but are there features or are there TV shows or?
Yeah, I've been on Netflix's I Think You Should Leave. I was on St. Dennis Medical. What else? I was on the KFC Lifetime movie, A Recipe for Seduction.
Wow.
I was on Last Comic Standing, Comedy Dynamics Coming to the Stage. So I've had some decent little credits here and there.
I think so. I think you're doing pretty good here. Now, your family, you live in Alabama. How do your parents feel about when you said you're going to go into this industry?
They're very supportive. My mom said if she didn't think I could do it, then I wouldn't be doing it, and I believe her on that. So
that's wonderful. I guess that's how I feel about her granddaughter. I'm like, I could tell, and I even said to her, I said, "How you gonna feel when they tell you no?" She goes, "They're not telling me no, Nana." And she was her self-esteem. It's not high. It's super high. I'm willing to deal with whatever comes because I know. I said, okay. And she wants to do musical theater in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be on Broadway.
Correct.
Nice.
She said she does. She said she's a triple threat. I'm like, okay. Whatever.
That's what singing, dancing, acting.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I told her, well, when you get your place in New York, I want you to scoot over because your Nana's going to come there. Oh, I love New York.
Oh, New York's great. I was just there last weekend. So. Okay.
Wow. Oh, it's just, to me, if any of you audience have never been to New York, I promise you should go at least once. At least if you never go again, just go one time. The city is like no other city on the planet. That's what I would tell you, for sure. Now, you said you're going to be in Long Beach this Thursday at the Laugh Factory. The Laugh.
Yes, I think it starts at 7 p.m. or 7:30.
Okay, for sure. We love to come. I'm seeing my husband left a comment, see if he said anything about coming. Did you say anything, Howard? I didn't know if you said anything about coming. He watches us on the big screen, so he gets.
Nice.
So I'll see if he makes a comment about that. And then where are you going after the Laugh Factory?
Next time I'm out of town, I'm going to Dallas. That's more of like a little vacation next weekend, and then I'm in LA for a while. Then I'm in New Hampshire in September for a show, and then I think I might be back in Alabama at the end of September. So just I post everything on my Instagram, so all my shows will be there. But I have a bunch of shows coming up. I'm doing a show called The Horror Nerd on the 21st, and I have another show on the 22nd. I can't remember where it is though right now, but a lot of shows in LA coming up.
Wow, that's good. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it's great.
I would think so. Yeah. I would think so. To me, that you just got a lot of, which is a good, that all that synergy, because then they want you for another show, Next thing you know, like you said, another commercial. The commercial, can you talk about the one you just finished, or is that the fit that you didn't finish?
So it was just the fitting. So we shoot on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for Geico. I don't know. I can't really tell more than that, but just be on the lookout for it. And I guess probably the next month.
The little lizard commercial is something to do with
the gecko.
Oh, goodness. Everybody knows about that one. I know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do they tell you when it's going to be out? When the commercial is going to actually go out?
No, just when you see it kind of deal.
Okay, I didn't know if they said to you, we're going to shoot now and then it'll be on, later. But I saw you. Where were we? We were in Michigan, and your commercial was playing there. The one that this is what I always tell people about when you the guacamole.
Yeah.
Okay, and as soon as I say that, everybody knows what commercial. They know who you are.
Nice.
That's saying they all know that commercial. They all know that. They're like, that's who you're gonna have on. And I go, yep. And they're like, the guy that sticks his hand in the guac. I said, yep. So like I said, they don't know your name, but they know your face.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
They know that. They are like, how do you know these people? How do you get these people? All I can tell you is you are definitely making a name for yourself, without a doubt.
Thank you. Or making a face for myself, I guess.
Making a face for, that's true. They know your face. But no, I didn't know anything about the wrestling. And you said the podcast you have in wrestling.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that one. That's now, when is that broadcast?
So we're actually about to go. I'm about to head there now, so we can go live at 3, and then we do our premiere on. We set our premiere for Tuesdays, and then like clips usually go up throughout the week on our Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, because that's a huge industry.
Oh yeah, big time.
We have
another company.
We love wrestling. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
that's one of those, and they know all about the wrestlers and who their competition is and who they're up against and all. Wow, that's one of those, and you have to keep up with them.
You really do. You really do. Yeah, I actually I'm gonna have to try to find time in between this and the show to watch some of it because I was out of town this weekend. So squeezing a lot into a little.
Now, were you a wrestler? Is that how you got interested in wrestling?
No, I was a fan when I was a kid, and I wrestled in junior high on the wrestling team at Gardendale, Alabama, and then I tried that a little bit, but I think I'm more for a comedy or talking kind of thing versus actually doing an in-ring competition. Yeah.
Okay, so you're one of the commentators in the background, or you? I'm kind of an auxiliary player sometimes, but right now I'm just doing the podcast. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know too, like I said, sometimes they don't like each other, and then they do like each other, and then they get together, and it's just so much of wrestling. Wrestling has its own community. It has, from what I know about it, and that's when I've watched and everything. But if you keep up with it, there's storylines behind the wrestlers.
Big time, yeah.
It's just fascinating to me. But it reminds you of any other professional sport that people are in. If they get attracted to that, character, then they follow them.
Yeah.
Let me think. Do wrestlers travel, or do they all wrestle?
They do. They travel all over the world.
Okay, I did. I
Yeah,
wasn't.
so I think they have a big show coming up in Paris in a few weeks. So yeah, there's a lot. They do a lot.
Wow, that's all right. I know we have a son that was a wrestler in high school.
Oh, nice.
He was a wrestler and a pole vaulter. Those were, to me, two different types of.
Very,
But he
very
likes it.
different.
But as long as you, I always say this: as long as you like it, I'll be there to support it. I don't think
There you go.
on that wrestling. I'm just amazed because if I remember, wrestling is one of the few sports that you use basically every muscle in your body
Yeah,
to be a wrestler. That's one of those kind of sports. It's not unlike football or basketball. It demands your whole body in order to do it.
yeah. And you're by yourself out there. So I
That's
mean,
true.
it's a team sport, but it's an individual sport.
Correct. Correct.
You know.
Well, what would you tell the person that wants to start? Now, I wouldn't say be a comedian, but they want to go into entertainment. You said to get it at. You said take classes. That's one.
Hmm.
Um, what else? To go? Would they necessarily need to go to college to do it, or just go to community
No,
college?
I think for as far as which comedy or acting or which one.
Let's try both. If you're doing comedy, what would you recommend?
Just do an open mic. I mean, there's plenty of classes, especially in LA or Chicago or New York, that you can take. But I think the big thing is just getting on stage and consistently writing.
So you write your own jokes?
I do. I write my own jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that hard to do or no?
Um, I don't think it's hard. I'm sure for some people it might be. I just kind of write from my real life and my thoughts. So, and I've been doing it for like 15 years now. So it just might be a little bit different for me versus someone else. But yeah.
Yeah, because you're experienced. You're an experienced right. Okay, that's a whole different thing than somebody just start. But you got to start somewhere. You
Yeah,
have to.
exactly.
You didn't start out with 15 years, so
Yeah.
um,
But
it,
yeah. I think even when starting, it just was like whatever ideas come to your mind, write them down and try them out.
now I tell people that literally almost daily because I write
Yeah.
a lot of children's books,
Hmm.
and the one thing I tell everybody: write it down.
Yeah.
People all the time. I have all these ideas in my head, and I just sit there going, and then finally say, "Have you written any of them down? Any of
Mm,
them?" And when they tell me no, I go, "Well, we can't edit what's in your head.
exactly.
I can't edit what I. You got to be on paper for me to edit. And then if
Yeah.
it's on paper, now I have something to work from. I can tell you what is it something good or it's not something good or whatever. But all of the ideas in your head, one gentleman actually said this. I said, to be honest with you, you don't have any ideas.
Mm,
And he goes, "What?" I said, What can I edit? What can I edit? But I have ideas. I get that. But write it down. Type it up.
exactly.
Write it. Do something. And
Yeah.
so, do you write down? Do things come to you like if you're just watching TV and a joke will come to you?
Sometimes inspiration comes from wherever. Sometimes it's a conversation. Sometimes it's just a thought. I could be walking and come up with a joke idea. I could be looking at my dog and an idea might pop up. And sometimes it might be from TV or politics or the news or whatever. So
I
it
know
definitely
it.
varies.
I met your dog. Your dog is Bobby, right? Is
Whitney,
it Bobby or Whitney? It's Whitney.
Whitney.
But
Yeah,
you had another dog, and the other dog was Bobby.
I had a cat named Bobby.
Oh, Cat. I knew it was
Yeah,
another fur baby. I can't remember which one.
yeah, definitely.
So the dog is Whitney, a real quiet, complacent dog. When I met your
Very
dog,
sweet.
not a dog I would be afraid of. Some dogs,
No, she's the sweetest dog.
she is. She's really kind. I was like, wow, just kind of getting along with everybody, kind of thing. And so now you don't have the cat anymore, though.
No, I no longer have a cat. My ex took it when we broke up.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you didn't
Yeah,
fight it. You know,
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
that happens too. But
It was a fair compromise.
that's true. But I think you like the dog. That could be right.
I love my dog. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you, 98% of people have pets in this country. Can you believe
Mm,
that?
dude, that's camp. Very
I
nice.
could. So it's less than 2%. I'm one of the 2%, by the way. I've had
Oh,
pets. I don't have any right now. But
mm,
yeah, I'm one of the 2% that don't have pets. But almost the entire country has a pet.
wow. That's surprising to know that.
Yeah, it's real high. And if you really think about it, you think about this, the veterinarians and what it takes to have a pet, it makes sense, kind of. I
Yeah.
wanted to get a pet one day, and I was at the Humane Society Rescue, and I had the leash, and the man goes, "No, you don't want that dog." He goes, "Because you are not moving." He goes, I said, "I want a dog." He goes, "I know what it is. You want the dog, but you start thinking about what it takes to have the dog. And that's why you want it." I said, "I think you're right." But I did
Yeah.
want the dog, but I didn't get the dog. I said, "No," because I travel a lot.
Mhm.
And I said, "No, let me be honest. I don't think it would be fair if I travel a lot to have a dog and travel a lot."
Yeah.
So that's, did your dog travel with you?
Sometimes, not all the time.
Oh,
But yeah, I have like a really good dog sitter. So usually if I am flying somewhere, I try to get my dog sitter to take care of her.
oh, that's good. I know when years ago, my sister, when my husband and I watched the dog, and I told her I
Mhm.
couldn't do it. She's like, "Why?" I said, "Because the dog is going to cry all night because he doesn't know me and he doesn't know our home and he's going to be homesick." And so she did end up taking him to, I think it was a kennel, and they watched it. But we have Ruby Hayes. Ruby is an actress and she lives in Maryland. She used to live in LA. Hi,
Oh,
Ruby.
hey
Nice to see
Ruby.
you.
Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you. I thank you, Ruby. I'm telling you. And Ruby's been on the show. She's been a guest. She
Oh,
travels too. She travels a lot also. And I think
yeah.
you have to be willing to travel in that industry. That's part of it.
That is a big part of it. Yeah.
And Laura Ann says, what would you say is your favorite subject to joke about?
Ooh. I don't know if I have a favorite per se. I think if there were a top three or top five, I'd love to talk about relationships. I like to talk about my family, especially like if I'm back home. Like that's always
Mm-hmm.
good subject matter,
Mm-hmm.
and just whatever's going on in the world, world events, politics.
I was just
Always
going to say, you stay away from politics. That was my next thing. You don't stay with
no,
politics.
no. I mean, it really depends on the environment of the show, but I talk about it sometimes, not like a ton,
Right.
but definitely every now and then. You know, if it's there, I got to do it.
It's almost like, how can you not do it in this climate? Somewhere in there,
Mhm.
it's going to be something that's funny. And oh my goodness, Saturday Night Live, they have a field day with politics. They,
Big time, yeah.
oh my goodness, they eat it up. And this
Yeah,
is Antonio says, "Hey, brother Mark, my name is Antonio Human, and I'm an artist with autism, and I would love to connect with you." Then
yeah,
Antonio, okay,
yeah,
I will make sure you guys get each other's numbers, Antonio.
yeah. Hit
And
me up.
works with, what is it? Tell me the name, Antonio. Her She has a son that's autistic. I can't call it. He knows what I'm talking about. And they live in LA.
No,
But
cool,
that,
cool, cool.
uh-huh. All right. Well, I know too, Antonio, did you no, that's a good question. It was my another question. I'm just, as they say, shooting questions at you. Uh, are there any, like, classes you could recommend that is there anything online that somebody that does not live in LA would be able to um, learn from, or anything like that?
Um, I haven't taken any online classes because I think a lot of the stuff I was doing was pre-pandemic, where online classes was kind of more accessible.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I always tell people just, if you have the internet as your resource, use it as your resource. So Google online classes or classes near me. If you're not, if you're not able to drive or if you're not able to travel, or go somewhere local, then definitely like Google up online classes. I think in LA, Leslie Kahn is really good. I always send my friends there if they're interested in acting. But they might offer online stuff, but I genuinely don't remember. But I would always say just if you look it up, you'll find it.
Okay, because I know I was just And one thing you suggested, which I would encourage people, is community theater.
Yeah.
As and I can tell you guys, I'm pretty sure, I can't guarantee it, but almost every community has a community theater that
Yeah.
is, and they have you have auditions just like any other theater. You have to audition for parts. You have rehearsals, but what you're doing is honing your skills when you're doing that. Now I'm acting as though I have been there. I just know about it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah, I didn't, but I know about it. Those of you that live in Riverside, there's a Riverside Community Theater. It has its own community. I can tell you right now. So if you're in community theater, don't think that community theater is like, oh, it's just a community. Don't look at it like that. I can tell you now. Oh, I'm sorry. Elaine has a question about you in commercials. I missed that, Elaine. You said
Yeah.
you had a question about Martin's commercials. What was that? Did I miss it? I could have, Elaine. Sometimes I get ahead of myself.
Oh.
But where did you say it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I did miss. Thank you, Elaine. I did miss it. I'm sorry. She said, Mr. Morrow, what was your very first commercial and how did you get that first one?
Yeah, are you guys still able to hear me, by the way?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I had a call come through, so it disconnected.
Oh.
But yeah, first commercial, I think it was for Restore, which was how would I describe it? They were they're the company that they're kind of like a Goodwill, basically.
Mhm.
But yeah. I had a reel that I put together from some online videos I had done and other acting endeavors I had done, stand up, theater, stuff like that. So I think it was like a 2-3 minute reel. Sent that into a commercial agent that I had back in Chicago, and I think I saw me do some acting live at Second City, and then they got signed by them, and then from there I started auditioning, and then from that audition I got the Restore commercial. So in short, just if you sometimes you don't need an agent, so you can go to like an Actors Access or a casting networks and just apply for something non-union, have your headshots, have a reel, and just apply. A lot of non-union gigs out there. But
Okay.
yeah, you don't always need an agent. Sometimes you just have to put yourself out there, and yeah, but yeah, my first one was Restore, and that was just from the audition. So sometimes you just put yourself out there, get that audition.
Okay. So you don't. Well, I'm thinking when you first start, you're not a member of SAG. Is what I'm thinking. Is that correct? I don't know. I honestly, that part I don't know about how that works.
You said for the start.
For when you first start.
Yeah, I always just tell people like I said, put your own stuff out there, or go to those like resources like a casting network and just start out, like just sign up, audition as much as you can wherever you can.
Okay. So that I say anybody. This is what I thought. I said, well, I'm getting older. Maybe I shouldn't go into anything like that. This one lady told me that's not the issue. The only thing the problem is in your head because you don't know what they're looking for. You have no way of knowing what people want in different, whether it's on film or commercials or anything like that. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I missed anything because you guys, and as I'm looking through these comments, some new ones come in. That's her name, Mary. Is that what you said, Antonio? I'm looking at your comment. So thank you, Elaine. I'm glad I went back and picked up your comment. Okay, did you say this already, Antonio? Yours is, I was going to tell you that you painted some Christmas cards this year, and I'm going to get them ordered and get them made and shipped out. Antonio is an excellent painter, and I am one of his, what's the word? Support. I guess I don't want to say support, but I always try to support Antonio whenever his Christmas card. So you can put your order in now for Antonio's Christmas cards. Those of you, anybody want to put there, what do you want them to do, Antonio, to make an order? You order them now and they'll have them ready for you by Christmas. I know some of you like, are you kidding? He has so many orders. He has to start now. This is August because they're all hand painted. So that's why they have to. It takes time to make the Christmas cards. So just so you know, if you want Christmas cards for Antonio, you want to start now. Yes, Antonio, I see your name, sweetheart. There you go. I'll make sure that we get those orders in. So if you want to put, you can email me, Mary at Mary D. Welch, Mary Mary at Mary D. Welch. Let me see if I can remember to put that in there. So then we're gonna bring Martin back up and have him any closing remarks he can give to encourage anyone that's interested in going to this field, the entertainment industry. And he was saying, so he's a writer and he's a comedian and an actor. So he's all three of those. And everybody isn't. Some people just stick with acting or they're a comedian and that's their lane. Because if you look at I look at Kevin Hart, who is a comedian. I don't know that he's a writer. He may be. I don't know, one way or the other. All I know of him is being as a comedian and an actor. So, but you never know what skills many of us already have, and we just don't know that we just haven't been out there to use them. Hold on, let me bring him back up to the stage. Oh,
There you go.
are you there? Here we go.
Okay, cool.
You got in the car, huh?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, it like disconnect. It kept disconnecting. So yeah.
That's okay.
People kept trying to call me. So I apologize for that. But
you took time out of your day, and I can't thank you enough for doing that because you didn't have to. You agreed, and I just thank you for. I know you're in between doing things, so definitely, we appreciate it. Do you have any closing words? We have about 1 minute before we have to go, but anything that you'd like to encourage anyone interested in the field in? I'm sure he'll be back. I'm not worried. There you go. Did you hear what I said? I said, I knew you'd be back. Oh, we can't hear you now. No, you may be muted. Oh, no, you muted. Hold on.
there you go. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Woo! Yeah, love these technical difficulties. But no, parting words. Thank you guys. First off, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun. If anyone out there is interested in acting or comedy, just go for it. That's what I always tell people. Just try it out. Do your best, put your best foot forward, and enjoy the process. Like have fun with it. That's what's most important.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank you again for being here today and taking time. We wish you the best. It looks like everything, all the energy and everything you put into it is all coming to fruition. And we're going to see you. We already see you already on screen, and your dreams are coming true. So we wish you many blessings, not only today, but in all the things that you do. And I will talk to you about the tickets for the Laugh Factory on Thursday, because we will definitely be there. My husband.
Excellent. Love it. Can't wait to see you.
Okay. Take care.
Take care, yo.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. We're down to 1 minute. And I know that I didn't want to keep him. He's on his way to his second appointment. But I want to tell each and every one of you, thank you for being here today. Always glad to see you. We'll be back on next Monday. Our guest for our next, I can't remember the guest right now off the top of my head. I just know the guest, the last Monday of the month is Jewel Diamond Taylor. She's going to be the guest. And we just have different guests coming the entire month. I like to thank you. Some of you guys have sent me names of relatives that are celebrities, and I just have to get in touch with them. If you know someone that you like to be on that would be a good guest for the show, please send that information to me, and we will go from there. I try to either myself or somebody from the team will contact them. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.